Good morning. It's a beautiful morning outside, gorgeous blue skies, green grass, birds singing, a lovely warmish air, and I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading with that vista outside my window. So I still haven't got the camera organised to show it to you automatically, so we'll just assume. Oh, you have seen it before. So we're going to get into doing the card spread reading, and we already have Kerry Ann here. Good morning to you, Kerry Ann. And let's tap into our spiritual realm, into that which is our gut feeling, our psychic senses, our whatever way we receive our messages. So, and trusting that we do receive. Let's move over to the cards. Here we go. Now, I do have the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck again. It will be the same for those who are watching in replay or those who are new here. I've been using this card deck for well over 5 years now, so becoming very familiar with it. And this 5 card spread. Lovely spread for a daily reading. It is a general card spread reading, and we'll take it in the concept of you are learning more and more yourself for your daily guidance that you can actually tap into your understanding of your life situation and events in the context of what guidance spirit's bringing to you through the cards. And we have an owl card, so I'm going to bring that up. And just because it's not what you were expecting doesn't mean it's not everything you've been waiting for. Absolutely beautiful. It does mean there is some patience required sometimes to really see the fuller picture of what Spirit has in mind for us, what we ourselves have in mind for what our future plan is, for whatever it is we're bringing to the table in our lives. So just tap into that, see where it goes, bring in some patience, but the surprises might be very interesting today. Who knows? Let's zoom into the cards. Now, we do have these spreads as there is energies around each of the positions. So we've got the young man in the home space, we've got the mice in the workspace, we have clouds as that unexpected today, and it is the beautiful dog as our role, and that central position, that is the stars, is our outcome, our central pivot. And I love that it is circular. It's that patterning of what can be the cycles of life here as far as part of our outcome goes. So we've got Sarah who's just popped in as well. Good morning, lovely. And Nat. Good morning, Roz. And good morning, Nat. We also have Penny again. Now, I do remember seeing, I'm pretty sure I have seen your face here before. So welcome back. Lovely to have you commenting. And it is a happy Friday. Got some lovely things that we're planning to do today as I continue to have fun with a lovely friend and visitor from not KI, from an island, but Ireland, that beautiful green isle over there near the UK, in that realm, that area. So here we go with our cards. We've got, I will zoom in again too with this so that we've got a little bit closer to the picture, so to speak. So here we go. Young man in the home space, it is that masculine energy, a little bit of reflective time and being in that, because home is where we spend most of our time, it is that becoming more familiar with the people around you, the people within your home. You know, you're more relaxed. You don't wear I was just going to say you don't wear your feet. You don't always wear your shoes. You feel more relaxed. You're able to really express more openly and be in that more vulnerable place and space of connection with those you're in relationship in your family, in your home, closer friends. Sometimes you'll reveal a lot, sometimes you'll keep it to yourself. It's just gauging, and I think that's where we're having these reflective moments probably today, to be able to gauge even more, what's our trust level, what are we wanting to actually bring forward so that we learn more of trust, of inner love, to trust that what we put out is, we don't have to be accepted. I think we know that we like to fit in, but really, is there any essential to being accepted? So long as you yourself are accepting you self being the unique person who you are. As we've had in the last couple of weeks, it really is honing in a bit more on what we can learn about ourselves and bring in that self-loving, the unconditional loving. There's the rose that symbolizes love. Looking back, but also bringing that is from the past into our life now, allowing, accepting, understanding, and then taking that as being, well, this is who I am, and taking that the next step further in whatever we're doing in our day and connecting with others in our life in that way of inner trust first and giving it out as that gift of ourself into the family realm, into our home space. And then it furthers that into our hometown, our community, wherever else we actually interact with people. And that can be online, like I'm doing now with each and every one of you. It's allowing our self discernment in feeling safe with what we're sharing. And sometimes when it doesn't quite seem as it's going to really, that we expected, like our owl card is saying, it could be the perfect part of the lesson that we're needing for this particular point in life now, and taking it further into what's next. So start to trust that inner self. Bring in that is the strength and the groundedness of the masculine as well. Feminine does it too, but we have the masculine card today. So maybe that's what we're needing, is a bit more of that more masculine side of our inner self to show and shine and show up. Okay. And especially, look, we might need that for our workspace as we're bringing it into that space that is these mischievous little mice taking advantage of all the abundance that is there, because there is so much abundance in this one, and that's going to happen in our workspace as well too. So good morning, Shaz, Roz, and everyone. So lovely to have you here from Northern Territory. I presume you are still there, aren't you? Yeah, Tennant Creek's there. Anyway, from your home, your mum's home, etc. And here, Sandra, you just gave us some very important insight then, Roz. Thank you. I really do think it's important to have that self-reflection, the understanding of self. What are we here for? It is the lessons we're learning. And in our workspace, we are going to be learning even further. I think because, we sometimes don't see how much abundance we actually have within our earning capacity, and whatever way you work, whether you're an employee, whether you're a business owner, whether you share jobs, whether you have a different way of doing your your income, getting that sustains you. We've got an absolute abundance, and we've got the different ways of doing it. And I do mention it every time because I just love this little chumpy one that's swinging on the very near to the end of it thread thing, happily unaware, really, that he's going to be on his ass shortly. And what sort of sustainability is there in chewing through fabric, which isn't nutritional, where the others are enjoying that is sustaining, and food and a playfulness on the kettle or whatever it is, coffee pot lid and all sorts. Enjoy what you are doing in the way that you are earning your income, in whatever way that is. Sharing, yes. Don't do it without asking permission. I mean, it just seems like, I know this card is actually about the little bit of sneakiness in the background, potential theft and skullduggery and that type of thing with, where people, where interaction happens that's not with permission, basically. It's about the theft and stuff. But have the awareness that there is a lot, there's an abundance, there's plenty, all of that can be shared. It depends how important that is for you to catch out that is being stolen or not, how things are being shared, the resources that are being shifted around within your workspace, all of that sort of level of, and there is some vulnerability in it, in allowing different things to be let go compared to bringing it out into the open, so that, for instance, fraud, embezzlement, theft, all that sort of stuff can be revealed if it's the appropriate time. But when it's other type of minor things that you sort of think, well, you could have asked first, in simple ways, just as respect and things like that. There's so many different nuances in how we can express in our workspace, and it really is trusting that inner self, about having an awareness, being open to and seeing what is happening. I think that's the warning in this card for us today. It's just giving us that gentle reminder to really, open our eyes, ears, all of our senses, right? But in the process, being willing to share and enjoy that is the fun ways of doing what we do. So many different nuances, isn't it? Now we're going up to the unexpected is the clouds. Clouds generally being the card that indicates things like a little bit more on the emotional stuff, because clouds are water. It is vapors. It's that moisture that's in the air that hangs there in whatever level of intensity it is, and it can be referencing to depression and sadness and that type of thing as well. I'm just going to move it over a little bit more. But know that it's transient. So these unexpected moments where you're feeling something that might be heavy, it's lifting. And that can happen in that instant. See, seeing this that feels the heaviness, it's going away. It's shifting, moving, cleansing, flying up into the sunshine, into that's the warmth with these birds, allowing the beauty, because the clouds themselves can be absolutely beautiful. I love a really good stormy looking cloud system, the sky in all its glory, in whatever way it shows to us the changing seasons, the changing, day, really, because clouds are so transient. You're not going to get them staying there. So allow that energy to flow through and cleanse whatever it is you're needing to shift on. And it can be revealing what might be happening in your workspace that you're not quite happy with, or just giving it a really good clean out, cleanse, cries. Here we can be in our emotional state, in our work, in our home, even at work, even as well, bringing it so that you can actually clear and cleanse it. The clouds can have so many different meanings, as every other of the cards. What is it meaning for you in your day today? Because our role really is being that true and faithful, unconditional, loving friend. And we do need to start with that inner self. Be the friend to you first. Be ready to play with the inner child. Be ready to, at any moment, be who you need to be for yourself. And then that then flows through to others. So have the ball ready, have the lead going. That loving energy of our beautiful fur babies. I still haven't got another to bring into my life yet personally, but I do enjoy looking after the others that are in my life, like Russell, that is Tony's, like my daughters, Tilly and Oreo. It's really lovely to have that is a focus other than self, but we really need to start with that inner self and then move it on to a family, friends, to our workmates in the workspace. It doesn't have to be something that we have to be, that we forever need to be worried about, what's concerning you in the workspace. Have fun with it. What's in your home space? Yes, bring forward the memories, but also shifting from that into what you're wanting next with the people you love in your home space, and possibly your dogs and cats and other pets. It's beautiful, isn't it? But overall, we have the stars. It really is central. Our thoughts create our realities. Where do our thoughts start from? But the dreams and the in aspirations, intentions, we aspire to. Many people I ask about their dreams, they let me know they don't actually remember their dreams in the sleep state. Do you have dreams as daydreams in your day state? I'm sure you have thoughts about what you really desire, what you really want to have happen. Well, they can be your dreams. Bring that is your stars, and it can be a natal chart on your astrology zodiac wheel thingy. Bring it all forward in whatever way you need to actually understand what is that central being of you. It could even be heart, I think it's called heart design. There's so many different types and ways that you can learn about self, learn of your inner journey, bring it forward, be you. And that's what I think, as far as this central one, when you look at the stars at night, do you see one star that shines out more brightly? And that's your dream come true for now. It is indicating that we are following on our own pathway and your dreams are going to come true. Make sure that that intention of what you want really is specific and out there to universe, or your prayers to God, to Christ, to whatever your deity is. We all have understanding in some way of what is our desires, what we really do want. But then again, we need to go deeper and say, what is it actually? What is the depth of what we want? How far are we going to go into this cosmos of self? And it can be unlimited, absolutely unlimited. So, good morning, Michaela. Lovely to have you here. You're driving in your car, I dare say. And Susan, good morning to you as well. So, as we bring into that the summary of what we're looking at today, the energies I do feel is more inner self reflection again, but bringing it into connection of our interactions with relationships in other people, how we are actually communicating, who we are, being ourself first. I think that is the most important, is to learn more of self and understand where we are in our life, how we can actually interpret that to be the best who we are for others around us. It doesn't mean that we need to alter who we are to suit others, but we are in a global situation. We are interacting with other people in our humanity just by the energy that we are putting out as being who we are. So have a consciousness around that. Have the awareness. Have that sense of adventure and understanding even more of yourself as you move through your day today. So thank you, Nat. Great cards today. Oh, they are. They're always great cards. I love doing this, as you know. So, whoops. I did have that up there somewhere. Lovely cards. Thank you from Kerry Ann and from Sandra. Yes, today so much of this has resonated with you. Oh, that's wonderful. I love it when it does mean a lot to people and getting the feedback in this way. That's what's so great with this. It's interaction with people, isn't it? And thank you, beautiful soul, from Sarah. Always wish on the first star. See every night. Wishing you all a beautiful, blessed day and joy ahead. Thank you so much. And just before we go, because I haven't done it in here, I'm just going to put my website, that is the Psychic Online, hopefully I spelled it right, into my eCam. So thank you, each and every one of you, for being here, and certainly keep being the best that you can be. We are unique. We are special. We are full of love for self first. Certainly make that the first goal and then spread that out and about like we can, because we're human. We want to. It really is an inner essential. We do want to connect with other people, even when sometimes we can say I don't like people much, because there certainly are some days where I don't like people much, but we're here. We're here to experience and grow and connect and be who we are. Keep being the best you can be. And namaste after I say bye to Shaz. Bye, everyone. Some systems are slower than others. And it would seem that my Google is really, really slow. Apologies for the length of time this is taking.